a morning. It has already been. I have been doing the things that I say I'm going to do. I know I've talked about this before about just keeping my word to myself, not necessarily to other people. It's great to keep your word to other people, obviously, but I really want to make sure that I am showing up for myself first and foremost. And so, as you know, I'm back running. The half marathon's over, but the journey is not done. I want to continue with having running as one of my physical activities. It's just such an easy way to get steps in, and it goes much faster than walking for 2 hours. And I do enjoy it. I think that the benefits of it are just so impactful for my mindset, and so that's something that I'm really committed to doing. I woke up and I felt like the last thing I wanted to do was go for a run. I truly did not feel well. My gut is off, and I can tell because my eczema is absolutely insane. I wake up in the morning and my eczema on my hand is the itchiest. And for anyone who has eczema, this may be TMI for those of you who don't, but it's pussy and it's so itchy. It's so all consuming, and I know it's tied to my gut health and something that I ate, and I can't really figure out what I ate. So I was really just my gut's off, my head is off. I did not want to go for a run. I did not feel well. I'm also ovulating, which should be fun, should be exciting, but I have endo, but with the endo, it makes my ovulation just as bad in some regards as my period. I get really bad cramps and bloating. So overall, I was not feeling it, but I told myself that I would do it because I have a very busy day. And so I went for a run, came home, and the other thing that I did that I said I was going to do is I filmed a motivational chat, which if you are new, you probably don't know, but I've been doing a lot of motivational chats, and I've kind of fallen off of my motivational chats because I've been in this weird place, this funk of the in-between, this messy middle of entering my second act of life. And I just I don't feel motivational. I just haven't felt motivational. I feel I've been working so hard to motivate myself that I'm who am I to be motivating you or anyone? And then I reminded myself, no, that is literally the point, is to be motivational even when it's not perfect and I don't have it sorted and I'm still trying to figure it out. And going back to the messy middle, my second act, really figuring out where I am in life is leaning into being a beginner and keeping my word and doing the things I say I'm going to do and showing up even when it's hard and uncomfortable and leaning into the discomfort. So I filmed that video, which is why my makeup is a little bit strong. And I'm having a decaf coffee because yes, I'm still trying to minimize my caffeine intake to help with what's going on with my insomnia, my health, my gut health, all of it. So decaf is, my naturopath was please don't drink decaf if you can avoid it. I'm working on it. I'm getting there, but I'm drinking decaf because it's better than full caffeine. Obviously it still has some caffeine in it, but it's not as nearly intense, but it's that ritual that I need. So we're having a decaf. I need to do a little bit of editing because I'm a beginner. Watch the motivational chat. You'll know what I'm talking about. I'm a beginner and I'm leaning into it, and I have some things that I have to get done on my computer because my mom is coming to visit. I have not seen her in 9 months, 8 months, 8 or 9 months. I haven't seen her since October. And she hasn't been to LA in almost a year and a half. Life has just been so all over the place for both of us. And I'm so excited to see her and have her come visit and spend a few days. And Michael's work hopefully will be a little slower, fingers crossed. So I need to organize this house. I need to do a little bit of work. I need to make up her pull-out bed, the couch that we have. That is a queen size bed. It's actually quite comfortable. So set up her room, get out all of her towels and things like that, make sure that everything's clean and ready to go, and basically just get things situated so when she comes I can be more present, which always a goal. So getting things done, but also being present and having some fun with my mom, being a little bit of a tourist in my own life, in my city, and just enjoying enjoying life with my mom, who I'm just so grateful to be able to spend time with and have time together, especially because we live across the continent from each other. So it's not very often that we get days together. So I'm very excited to see her, and also just like so proud of myself for staying true to the things I said I was going to do and enjoying a decaf coffee. I'm just tricking myself to believe it's like real caffeine. We are off to dinner. I'm taking my mom to one of my like local favorite places. So it's like a really casual restaurant. So very casual outfit. These are the new Gap barrel leg jeans. They're barrel leg. I think they're the barrel leg ones. I'll make sure that I link them. And then this is my favorite Harley J little cardigan button up. Very cute. I'm gonna be sitting outside, so I wanted to make sure that I was warm enough. And obviously, still very much into my cow print. And I have on these cute little sandals. These are very old. I think they're like 5 years old at this point. Maybe even older, but it adds a cute little look to the full outfit. I think you can probably see. But it's been such a wholesome time. Just having my mom in town is like going back to being a teenager in the best way. Like I feel like I'm a teenager, but also her peer, and I get to like learn more about her as an adult and a person outside of being my mom. So we've been doing the most wholesome things like long walks and playing crib. And I think we're gonna go to the beach and just try to soak up time together because we don't really get it very often. So just being more present, which as we all know is like a constant journey, a constant work. And dinner is honestly like this restaurant, Loretto, is one of my favorites. They also do a really good job. Like they have a full gluten-free menu. So I figure she's also gluten-free. This is just easy for the both of us to enjoy a meal. And of course, Michael will come, little girls' night with Michael, which I know he loves, whether he wants to admit it or not. shout out to all of the moms and parents out there. I have no idea how you all do it with no sleep. Like no sleep and caring for a child who's demanding. I don't really understand how the human body does it because I got like maybe 4 hours of sleep last night. Truly, to be honest, probably 4 hours of sleep because my insomnia still is not great. I got up at 4:30 to go to the airport this morning, so you know, we are exhausted. I'm doing more coffee. You know how I said I was going to try to cut back on the caffeine? Not today. Today is not the day. I'm having more coffee. It's my second one. It's like 8 a.m. I am just trying to get it together for the day. It was truly the best time having my mom here. It makes me so emotional, realizing it being like a long distance daughter, how we never get this much time together and it's just never going to be this consistent. Like we had 4 days together and I haven't seen her in 8, 9 months. So I'm feeling all the feelings today, just sending her off and not knowing exactly when I'm going to see her next. But I guess that's just part of life. It's come to the realization, Michael and I have been chatting about this so often, especially since moving to LA. It's been 3 years since we've been here. A lot of people ask us if we're going to stay, if we're going to go home. The question is, where would home be? All of our family lives in different cities. Like we do not have more than one immediate family member in the same city. So we don't really have the option of living in the same city as our family. And it's tough because it would be great to do Sunday dinners with family or just know that like if or when we have kids, our siblings or our mothers will be involved in their lives. And it's just not going to be that. It's not going to be something where it's like every day or every week or probably every month in all honesty. So, we're trying to understand what our future will look like. Again, even just the idea of children, if that's a possibility. I know I've talked about it a lot, but we both struggle with fertility. So that whole concept of will we have children, it is up in the air. There are so many things that you don't realize you have to talk about when you start dealing with infertility and these struggles and these conversations that doctors sort of just like drop on your lap and you're supposed to just figure out on your own. So a lot of emotions around family, our future family, what our future will look like, and just trying to build the life that we want and prioritize what's important for us. Which also brings me into, it's almost July. It's time to manifest, set my intentions, create my mood board. And today is honestly the perfect day for it because I just do not have the energy to do much else. Like I need to lower my expectations as a high achiever. I need to lower my expectations and just do what needs to be done, allow myself to be a little creative, allow myself to get a few things done. I'm doing a ton of laundry, which seems like the common occurrence in my life. Like I feel like I started this vlog by doing laundry. So I'm doing more laundry and just going to spend some time thinking about what I want July to look and feel like because it is going to be another busy month in so many different ways. So just really trying to set that mood and that intention for myself and give myself just like space to be and maybe nap. We'll see. We'll see if I nap. I'm not sure. I am so glad that I just went to Pilates. I honestly needed that so badly. I needed a full body stretch. It was more of like a stretch class. It wasn't super intense. It's called the Body Tonic at Avenir in LA, and it's like my favorite studio. They also just have so many classes each day, so it feels like there's always something I can go and do. But I ran into my friend Gabby when I was there, and feeling so just out of it from waking up so early. It was so nice to like not only go to Pilates, but then to see her and have like a little moment. Reminds me I do live in LA. Like, you don't always run into people in LA because of how the city is built. But it was so nice to run into her. And I feel a little more awake, even though I'm ready for the day to be wrapped. I'm ready to have a nap, probably. I haven't had one, so we'll see. I actually maybe won't do it. I think I'm just gonna push through and go to bed early. So excited because it's bedtime. I haven't done a gua sha like outside of just before bed in quite some time. So as much as I am going to bed very shortly, I am doing this before I read, before it's like last minute and I don't do a good job. I feel like it's been so beneficial for me to do this over the years that I don't really know why I haven't prioritized it as much. Since it's been such a slow energy day, I feel like this feels like the right way to end the day with just like a little extra self-care, which I think is so important, especially right now. As I'm looking at the month ahead, we have a wedding in July, we have a few birthdays in July, and it's exciting. Like, I love socializing, I love seeing my friends, I love seeing people I care about. Obviously, weddings are like the best. But one thing I'm realizing is I don't want to just say yes to every social plan. And I don't know if it's how I've been post-pandemic, because I don't feel like I used to be like this, but I do feel I'm more inclined to saying yes to things if I'm free. And if I'm not free, obviously it's easy to say no, but I just don't feel I have the same ability to say I am free that day, but that's like not what I want to do. Or it sounds lovely, but I just want to spend more time alone or time with Michael. I think that's one huge intention for July. Is it's so easy in the summertime to get caught up in like being extra social and seeing as many people and doing obviously all the fun summer things, which we love. It's not that we don't love that, but it is also the idea that it's important to spend time by yourself. I used to live alone for many years. I thoroughly enjoy my alone time, but if I don't prioritize it, I don't really get it. So that is like my biggest intention, I would say, for July. And then obviously, since we're heading into the last 6 months of the year, into Q3, I will always think that way, even if I'm not running a fashion brand at the moment. But since we're going into the end of the year, one thing that I really do want to focus on is how to make the most out of this second half of the year, especially now that I'm in my second act and I'm really trying to kind of navigate what that looks like and feels like and like actually just explore it. So that is really a big part of it, is not just only July, but kind of looking forward to the big picture, because the year will fly by and somehow 2025 is done. I have no idea how 2025 has truly come and gone. Well, there's still 6 more months, but 2025, that's 25 years after the year 2000. I still remember Y2K. I don't know, is this aging me? So those are my big intentions. I would love to hear what your intentions are, because I love chatting about this. I've been doing this with some of my friends and actually a few different like internet besties on Instagram, just talking about what our intentions are for each month and also like kind of holding each other accountable. I think it's also nice to get inspired by what other people are focusing on. It allows you to like look at yourself as well and see if that's an area you may want to invest some time and energy into. And I'm going to share more of my intentions on my Substack. So if you haven't subscribed to my Substack, I would I would personally, biased, recommend that you do so, but I do post there once a week, sort of a variety of different things, but every month I do share my mood board and my intentions. So you can use those and save those. And this has been a very lovely vlog, spending a few days with you and my mom, and now resetting, getting back to myself, and I will catch you up on some other fun things that are going on as per usual. I think I'm gonna do like a very classic day in my life. I feel like I haven't done just one day in a long time. I hope this week to get that one fully shot and edited. The goal is big, but I think we can do it. I'm gonna trust myself. And of course, if there's any other type of vlog, motivational chat you want to see, you want to talk about, please let me know in the comments. Also message me, because I do love to chit chat. Maybe a little bit too much, but I do love a good message, a DM. You can find me on all the places at Ofori-Attah. And if you've made it this far, leave those little like bubbles, like bath bubbles, because it's sort of like a spa self-care vibe that we're going for. So take some time to love yourself, whether it's today, this week, this weekend. Make sure that you are giving yourself a little love, the way that I am currently giving myself a little love. Little love, if you know, you know. Anyways, I will see all of you on the next one. Bye.